Coach of the year right now, Dan Campbell is at a minus 150. Kevin O'Connell right behind him at a plus 450. Mike Tomlin at a plus 650. Sean Payton at a plus 1400. And Dan Quinn at a plus 1500. Here's what I would say. Dan Campbell is definitely going to be coach of the year, unless some catastrophic thing happens this year where the Lions lose like 5 games in a row. There's no way Dan Campbell with 20 injuries is not going to win coach of the year. Last year, I thought Dan Campbell should have won. I really did. I thought Dan Campbell, the numbers and what the Lions really transformed into, especially what they did in the second half, Dan Campbell had a lot to do in the aggressive offense that they played and even what they became as a defensive team in the second half of the season. So Dan Campbell's definitely going to win, but I wouldn't even put Kevin O'Connell under him. I honestly would put, this is my honest opinion, I would put Dan Quinn as my second guy. What he has done for the Washington Commanders is absolutely remarkable. A young quarterback, a defense last year, you traded away, 2 of your 3 best defensive players at the trade deadline, and you're still one of the best defensive teams in a league right now. Their offensive line has been remarkable all season long. They're running the ball. They're doing everything right. It's been incredible. So I would put Dan Quinn as my number 2. Then I would put, I would put Kevin O'Connell because of what he has done with obviously Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold becoming a number 1 quarterback and is going to make a lot of money. He is absolutely going to make a lot of money for the season that he had. And Kevin O'Connell is really transforming into that thought of that quarterback whisperer. We said that about, obviously, somebody that's coaching for the Giants right now in Dable. But I think Kevin O'Connell has changed as a head coach. Remember, Dable did it as an offensive corner. He's doing that as a coach. So I would go Dan Campbell. I would go Dan Quinn. I would go Kevin O'Connell, Mike Tomlin, Sean Payton. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels, minus 275. Bo Nix, a plus 200. And Brock Bowers, a plus 1,100. Here's where I would go. And you have it all up. And by the way, Brian Thomas Jr. has had a sensational year. Caleb Williams is definitely on the bottom. There's no question. He hasn't had the season what everybody thought, but I still think Caleb Williams is going to be a star. I would go Jaden Daniels, 1. I would go Bo Nix, 2. Brock Bowers, 3. Brian Thomas, 4. Caleb Williams. Absolutely the way they have it. That's the way. Bo Nix has been sensational all season long, not throwing interceptions, throwing touchdowns, and being accurate. That's what I want to see from a quarterback that is 24 years old and had 4 years in the NCAA and really been successful in college football. So that's where I would go. All right, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse, a minus 140. Mitchell, plus 150. Dijon, a plus 1,500. We have still Robinson, Latu, and Bullock. I would go right now. Jared Verse has had a sensational year. What he's done with the Rams has been, and I would go both corners. I mean, could you have imagined after 3 games that these corners, after the first 3 games of the season, that these corners were going to transform this defense to be the best defense in football? Well, they have. I would go with both corners. You can flip them either or. And then I would go with Latu over there. Then I would go with still Robinson, Bullock. Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley, a minus 650. Jamar Chase, a plus 750. Derrick Henry, a plus 800. Josh Allen, a plus 1,700. Justin Jefferson, a plus 5,000. What Josh Allen did yesterday, I think he jumped Saquon Barkley. So I would put Josh Allen at 1. I would put Saquon Barkley, number 2. Derrick Henry, number 3. Jamar Chase, number 4. And Justin Jefferson, number 5. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt, a minus 275. Patrick Surtain, a plus 900. Xavier McKinney, plus 1,600. Myles Garrett, plus 1,800. And Will Anderson, a plus 2,000. Honestly, I'm going Patrick Surtain as my number 1. I think he's been the best shutdown corner in the NFL. He really has been over the last couple of years. He deserves it. I'll go Surtain 1, TJ Watt 2, Xavier McKinney number 3, Myles Garrett number 4, Will Anderson, number 5. All right, and it's a 2-man race for the MVP. I don't care about the other guys. It's a 2-man race. It's Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley. There is no argument with Jared Goff. He's
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson's not going to win it. You're out of your mind.
He's got higher value than Saquon by double.
No, he's not. Lamar Jackson's not even going to come close to any of these guys. Either is Patrick Mahomes. It's Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley. You could go either way. I'll be happy with either one. But I think they're going to give it to the quarterback. But to me, if I was voting, I'm going Saquon, Josh Allen too.